guys, welcome back to my channel. I am so excited for today's video. We're going to be starting my second year of doing the whole collection project pan. This was a project that was started by Becky Loves Kanga, and then I was heavily inspired to do it by my friend Emily McKinnis. I will have both of them linked down below, as well as a bunch of other ladies who are currently doing this project or that I know of restarting this project. If you guys missed last year's, I'll leave my whole collection 2020 playlist down below, but I'm really excited to be starting fresh with some new products. I spent some time updating my spreadsheet. I'm sure it's not 100% accurate, but I'm just really excited to get this project started. If you are for some reason new to this project, essentially my entire makeup collection is itemized on an Excel spreadsheet, and I will be randomly generating 10 numbers and working on the products that correlate to those numbers. So it's completely random, and this is such a challenging yet fun project. This was one of my favorites. I feel like I say that about every project pan, especially ones that I get to do alongside other people. I just have so much fun project panning, but this one is especially fun because everything is random and you don't have really any say over what products you will be working on, just the goals that you're working towards. So I did also get a scale so I can start weighing my products this year, which I'm really excited about. So if you guys are interested and excited to see the 10 products we will be starting this project out with, stay tuned. First, if you have yet to subscribe to my channel, I would love if you would consider subscribing before moving on. If you like palette content, project panning, or just chit-chatting about makeup, this is the place for you. So don't forget to subscribe. And other than that, let's just jump into this introduction. Currently sipping on a Fresca again. I've been really into Fresca, but it is like making my lip gloss wear away, so we might run into an issue there. All right, so before we get into the random selection, I just want to go through my rules for myself. Everybody kind of tweaks this project to make it work for themselves. So I have included eyeshadow palettes in my spreadsheet. I haven't I haven't broken it down by pan in every eyeshadow palette because I'm also doing the Pan Those Eyeshadows project. So if I randomly generate a palette, I just want to give myself a goal of using that palette 10 times. I'm not necessarily giving myself a goal to hit pan on any specific shadow, just to use that palette in any sort of capacity 10 times. And I only want to have one eyeshadow palette going at a time. And then I also only want to be working on 2 products in the same category at the same time. So if I were to roll 3 concealers, I would only have 2 concealers, and then I would re-roll for that 3rd concealer, if that makes any sense. For lip products, only 2 lip products in any sort of capacity. So if I were to roll a lipstick, a lip gloss, and a liquid lipstick, I would only work on 2 lip products because I just cannot with the lip products. It just gets to be super overwhelming. I am considering also adding nail polish and skincare to my spreadsheet, but I have not done that yet. If you guys would be interested in me adding those, like if you're really passionate about seeing those potentially in this project, please do let me know. Otherwise, we'll just see if I find the time to add those to my spreadsheet. That being said, I'm going to jump into my random number generator. I use the Pretty Random app, and I have exactly 600 items or pans or whatever that could potentially be rolled in. So we're going to generate 10 numbers. We get number 291. Oh, I should have done prevent rerolls. 19. 37. Ooh, some low ones. 437. 225. I should have done screen record. 319. 186. What are we at? 7, 2, 4, 6, 7. 3 more. 599. Oh boy. 426 and 70. Okay, I am going to look at my spreadsheet, see what items these are, and go grab them. Ooh, maybe I'll show my reaction. I'll look them up on my spreadsheet right now so you guys can see like my genuine reaction. Okay, so let's start. We have 291, 19, and 37. so number 19 is my RCMA powder, which I am actually okay with. This is something that I did want to work on because my RCMA powder is definitely like my oldest powder in my collection. This is something that I have really been enjoying lately and would repurchase when I finish, but it is really nice to work on products that you do like and older products in your collection. So we have I'm gonna highlight that so I remember. Number 37 is the Hourglass Luminous Bronze Light Bronzer, which I'm also okay with. It's not necessarily a bronzer I reach for all the time in the winter, although I am ironically wearing it today as my bronzer. By the way, I self-tanned, so I feel like my face doesn't necessarily match my body, but that's okay. Number 291. Scrolling. 291 is a Bite lipstick, which I need to make sure I still have this shade. I feel like some of these may be lost. It's Bite Verbena. I have literally no idea what shade that is. So moving back to my spreadsheet, 291. So we have 437, 225, and 319. 437 is... Okay, 437, I don't know how this happened, is my ABH Mario palette, which is my Pan That palette. So we will re-roll for that, and I forgot the other numbers. 225 and 319. 319 is Tarte Squad. That has to be... Oh, a lip liner. I gotta make sure I can find that too. Interesting. I feel like my Tarte lip liner is a bright red, which won't be the most pleasant. I think 219 was, no, 275, 225. I do not have good memory. 225, 186, and 599. 225 is my Clarins lip oil. Ooh, yes. I love my Clarins lip oil. So this is going to be super exciting. 186 is Buxom Sandy. That is a lip product as well. So if I can't find my Tarte lip liner, then I will grab Buxom Sandy. But if I can find my Tarte lip liner, because Buxom Sandy was rolled as the third lip product, I will re-roll for that one. Then we have $5.99 and $4.26. $5.99 is, I think that comes from a face palette. I was updating my spreadsheet this morning, so it does. $5.99. Ooh. We'll see about this one. Comes from the Essence Sun Club face palette, and it is the third shade, so I'll count. You'll see. And then what was it? 486? No, 426. Oh my goodness. 426 is looking to be a palette, I think. 426, no, is, ooh, Becca Prismatic Amethyst. Okay. That's going to be an interesting one to work on. And then number 70 is the last one. Number 70 is Tarte. Oh, my Tarte Maracuja skin tint. I'm like, what am I trying to say? That's super exciting because you guys know I love that skin tint. Okay, I'm going to go see if I can find that Bite lipstick, my Tarte lip liner, and then we will have to come back and re-roll for sure for a lip product. We will have to re-roll at least two, because we'll have to re-roll for my ABH Mario palette and my Tarte, and a lip product. I hope you guys are following because my brain sure is not. All right, you guys, so I couldn't find, I don't know where my lip liners have gone. Like, I cannot remember where I put them when I like reorganized my makeup room. And then I also cannot find my like little mini lipsticks. Like, I have no idea where they are. So we're gonna have to re-roll for those two products, but that's okay because then I do have two lip products that I already have rolled in, and then we also have to re-roll for my Mario palette. So ironic that like of all of my palettes, the one palette that gets rolled is the one I'm working on as my Pan That palette. So we're gonna re-roll 3 more numbers. So we get number 332, 143, and 531. So 531 is 531 is my Nabla Nude palette. So we have a palette, and this is a new one to my collection, which is super exciting. It's also exciting that it is the nude palette, because I feel like that'll be the most wearable. Very easy for me to get use out of, which is amazing because I obviously need to be testing this palette as well. It's new to my collection. I want to get good use out of it. So I'm really excited about that one. And then 143 and 332. Let's see. 332, if this is a lip product, I fear it is, then we're gonna have to reroll again. 332 is a lip product, so we'll have to reroll for that. 143 is my papaya. Oh, it's part of my Kosas Papaya Duo, and it's the highlighter side. And that, I believe, is the powder version, not the... I think Velvet Melon is my cream one. So I'm excited about that because you guys know I love my Kosas. So then we have to randomly generate another number, and we get number 155. 155 is my Patrick Ta Blush Duo in She's So LA, and it's like 2, so that would be, gosh, is it the cream that's on top and the powder on the bottom? I think that's the powder part of it. So that is very interesting. I'm gonna go grab both of those products, and I will be right back to share everything with you, including my goals. Okay, I need to count my lucky stars because I feel like this truly could not have gone better for me, which is really exciting. A great start to 2021. Thank you so much. A great start to 2021. I'm actually really excited about just about every product that I rolled in. So up first we have my RCMA powder, and I actually have a bunch of this currently in this Laura Mercier No Translucent, in this Laura Mercier packaging. I am going to pour just a little bit more of this into this so that my RCMA powder is about, like right now it's like, it's probably right about at the halfway mark, but I'm gonna just be sure. I'm gonna pour, oh, that was a lot. Okay, that was a lot, but we're just gonna roll with it. We're gonna roll with it. So I poured a bunch in. As you can tell now, this is definitely less than halfway full. Again, I do really like the RCMA powder. Now, this is incredibly full. I don't know how well you'll be able to see. I will obviously take pictures. I will weigh things, and I will include like pictures right here of the weight, etc. I have powder all over me now. But my goal is going to be to use up this entire tub of this powder, and then I will call that goal met, even though I'll still have some of this powder left in this. But it's going to take me a little bit to get through this, although I have, oh, if I'm looking like this is about halfway. Squirrel. What was I thinking? Oh my gosh, I am really excited to use this. Oh, this will take me a little bit to get through, but I also do really enjoy this powder, and I have been using powders quite a bit in the era of the masks. So, I mean, I feel like a couple months, and I could, maybe a couple more than a couple months, but I definitely feel like I'll be able to finish this maybe by like April-ish, which would be really exciting. I mean, it would be cool if I could finish this entire powder by the end of the year, but I'm not going to commit to all of this powder in this project. Next up, we have my Clarins lip oil. I am a huge fan of this lip oil. I have mine in the shade 4 Candy. I have about half of this left, and my goal is going to be to completely finish this up. You guys know I love lip balms, lip oils, etc. Anything nourishing to the lips, and this is something that I absolutely am interested in picking up more shades and will repurchase when I finish this. This is more probably of like a summer shade since it is pink, but it just gives like the slightest pink tint to the lips. And I feel like I should have no problem finishing this up within a couple of months if I'm just consistent with my use. Maybe I'll put it in my nightstand, or this can be the one in my car, but I feel very confident I can finish this pretty quickly. Next up, we have my Hourglass Luminous Bronze Light Bronzer. Again, this is actually the one, ironically, that I'm wearing today. I do really enjoy this bronzer. It's one of my favorites for the spring summertime because it does have a really beautiful luminous sort of glow to it. It is a baked product. Baked products take so long to go through. I don't want to give myself, do I want to give myself a usage goal, or do I want to give myself a goal of hitting, I just feel like if I give myself a goal of hitting pan, I'm going to get discouraged because it is a big product. They take longer to go through. I've never seen a waffle pan from, oh, what do I want to do, you guys? I don't know what I want to do. I think I'm gonna give myself a usage goal of 50 uses. That's a lot of uses, It'll take me a couple months, maybe 3-4 months to use this. And then we'll kind of, by the time we get like 3-4 months in, I feel like we'll be close to the spring summer when I will naturally reach for this anyway. And if I end up hitting pan within those 50 uses, that would be super exciting. But I also don't want to get super discouraged. So I'm gonna give myself a usage goal of 50 uses on the Hourglass bronzer. And then I actually do have a second bronzing product that I rolled in, and this is the Essence Sun Matte Bronzing Powder. Ooh. I rolled in this shade right here, which I feel like is just way too dark for me. I suppose I could like really sheer that out. It's still pretty dark. Could use it as an eyeshadow. Well, I'm going to give myself a usage goal on this as well. Only 20 uses because it is a little bit deeper, and I feel like I'm going to struggle to use this. I'll definitely have to use it as like an eyeshadow or something. But I think 20 uses will be a good number for this product. So 20 times for the pan in the Essence Sun Matte Bronzing Club palette. The other lip product I randomly rolled in was this mini Buxom gloss. This is in the shade Sandy. I actually have finished up some of these mini Buxom glosses. I feel like I can go through them pretty quickly, and I actually had been focused on this for like a short period of time in 2020 and then kind of just left it off to the wayside. I'm looking at this and I honestly, like, I see windows in this. I feel like I might be like relatively close to finishing this. Yeah, looking inside this, I don't have a lot of product left in this. I don't know if you'll be able to see inside at all. I'm like honestly not sure, but I feel like I'm probably just about ready to take the stopper out on this one. So that's really exciting. Maybe I could finish this up in like the first month or two. My goal will be to finish this up, which will be really exciting because I have so many lip products. I need to get some of these used up. I also rolled in the Tarte Maracuja Tinted Hydrator. This is one of my favorite tinted moisturizer products. I really enjoy this. I will say I don't always reach for this when I go to work, just because I usually opt for a little bit more coverage when I'm going to work. So I feel like I wish this had gotten rolled in maybe more spring summertime, but I think I'm gonna give myself the goal to, do I want to finish this off or do I want to just use half? I know this is a product that if I finish up, I will repurchase. I still am going to give myself the goal to finish this up. I brought a lot of foundations and tinted moisturizers into my collection last year, so, or do I want to use half so then I can try and focus on other tinted moisturizers? I'm going to give myself a goal of using half of this up. I'll mark a goal line, maybe like, I don't know if you'll be able to see because of my lights, but at the bottom of the R, like if I can squeeze it to there, I'll give myself the goal of using half of this because this is something that I absolutely would repurchase. So I don't want to commit too much to this to the point where I'm neglecting other tinted moisturizers that I maybe wouldn't repurchase and want to get out of my collection so I can continue to focus on my absolute favorites. So I'll give myself the goal of using up half of this. I did roll a palette in, which I'm really excited about. This is the Nabla Cutie palette in Nude. Again, this is newer to my collection. This is beautiful, and like I said, with all palettes, my goal is just going to be to use them in any capacity 10 times. So I'll take a picture of it obviously now, and then we'll see what it looks like after 10 uses. I feel like this would be an easy one to have as a rollout next update. So the first update, which would be really exciting because it's always fun when you get to roll new stuff in. So 10 uses for this one is my goal. I also randomly rolled in the Becca Prismatic Amethyst Highlighter. This is one of the oldest highlights in my collection, and I just don't reach for this one all that often because it is like a duochrome highlight. as you can see. It is beautiful, but I just don't reach for this type of a shade all that often. So I'm gonna give myself a use goal on this, and I will give myself a use goal of 20 uses on this as well. Not too easy, but also not like the hardest. I still feel like it'll take me a couple of months to hit that 20 use mark. So that is gonna be my goal with the Becca highlight. And then the last two products, I have my Kosas Duo in the shade Papaya. This is what this one looks like. And I randomly rolled in this side, so the more highlighty of the sides, if you will. But this is also still just more like a blush or a blush topper to me. Super beautiful and also pretty neutral, so I feel like very easy to get use out of, very wearable. Now, panning blushes, not my strong suit, so I am still gonna give myself a use goal on this so I don't get super defeated. Oh, that's so beautiful. I love all of my Kosas products. I'm gonna give myself a use goal of 25 times to use this. I still feel like that's a very achievable goal, but 25 is a good amount of times to use it. I feel like I could get a good dip going by then. And I'm really excited about this one. And then the 10th and final product is my Patrick Ta Blush Duo in the shade Do We Know Her, and I randomly rolled in the powder side or powder part of this product as well, which is this really beautiful nudie brownie sort of blush shade. When I originally bought this, I thought I could end up using this as like a bronzing product, but it just doesn't really work as a bronzing product for me. This is also really, really beautiful, and I honestly feel like the Kosas and the Patrick Ta could potentially layer really nicely on one another to make the Kosas a little bit deeper, but to lighten up the Patrick Ta a little bit, because this can be a little bit deep. It can run a little bit deep, especially as I'm like a little bit paler, not with my self-tan skin, but a little bit paler obviously in the winter time. So I might try layering those two on top of one another, and I think I'll give myself the goal of using this 25 times as well. So a usage goal for this, because again, I don't want to get discouraged, and blushes are one of those products that I get super discouraged trying to hit pan on. So we're gonna go for 25 uses on this, and I feel really good about that. I am super excited about this project and about this introduction. I'm really excited about all 10 products that I'm rolling in. I feel very confident I'm gonna actually have fun reaching for these. I was feeling a little bit of project pan fatigue towards the end of 2020 just because I feel like I wasn't enjoying everything that I was using, but I feel like I'm very excited about all the products that I rolled in. So thank you guys so much for sticking around to watch today's video, for supporting my channel, for supporting this project. I would love to know if you are starting the year off with any projects. I also am doing a rolling 10 pan. I have another project coming up on the 20th, which I'm really excited about. And then the finale for my roulette pan collab will be coming on the 15th. Partners in Cream starts again the 10th. So lots of projects upcoming. Thank you guys so much. I love you guys so much, and I will catch you in my next video. Bye.